How's it going, everybody? This is going to be a Pegasus war video, how to counter them when you see them on the defensive side. I got to say, right out the gate, I was wrong about this team. Kind of. They definitely struggle with speed, but they have so much stats that they're starting to kind of just outlast people, and then if they get their first turns, you die. So it is still countered by speed. We still have the teams to do that, but if you're doing too big a punch-up and you can't get them beat, or you're taking in the wrong sort of team, you can get smashed. But, of course, I got kind of a cheat code team for you that is capable of gigantic punch-ups with characters you already have built. So fear not, if you see these guys in Kraken mode in war, you're still going to be able to crush them. You're just going to need this one particular team. I'm also going to show you one offensive application for this team. It's the only offensive application I think is worth talking about because we have so many other teams that do what they could possibly counter much better. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get into it right now. All right, let's give these Pegasus boys their first test. We're going to go in there with Infinity Watch. I know you can't see it because there's a bar hiding my team power. It's kind of weird, but this is this Gamers Outreach thing we got going on up until October 27th, where we are raising money for sick kids. Please give whatever you can. The link will be in the description and in the first pinned comment. And if you want to have some crazy fun with it, tune into Twitch on Friday the 27th all day. I'm going to be doing a charity stream where I will be torturing myself for these kids because I think this is such a great cause. And if watching me get slapped in the face by my wife or an egg just thrown at me out of nowhere, pie in the face, eating super spicy food, dry God knows what on my body, waxing hair, whatever we're going to do, it's going to be big. We're going to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun, so you're going to want to tune into that. But let's watch these Infinity Watch members get waxed. This Pegasus team is surprisingly good. It all hinges on the life of rescue, so we're going to try and take her out. We will try and play this intelligently. I've tried to do it a couple times, and it just never works out. Let's go ahead and try and get that defense up off of her. That's good. And, ooh, Phylavelle actually lived. Maybe we can actually get some use out of her if she can get a turn off. And, of course, rescues full life somehow. It is what it is. There's all those buffs right back. Let's get some of this up. And this is where I'm actually going to turn me to rewind the Kestrel because we want to get a slow on her. I'd rather eat the damage from Darkhawk and Iron Man. Not saying that it's not a lot of damage, but... oh, Jesus, Darkhawk killed literally everybody. Yep, well, here's the thing, guys, that maybe it seems like I should have put the... slow on Darkhawk. The problem with that is Kestrel then hits us with her special and she kills people. We can't really get through the rescue. If we were to try and stall out to get a stun from Adam Warlock, we'd be staring at that immunity. Maybe if we were to target him earlier to get a vulnerable on him, we could pick it off. Long story short, though, this is not a good counter. So Infinity Watch finally finding their match against just straight brute force, because that is what Pegasus is. This is just straight brute force. So we're going to end this one here, and let's now go look at teams that actually do beat Pegasus, and then we're going to show Pegasus doing something pretty fun on the offensive side too. Let's get into it. Now I'm going to hit this one with War Dogs. This is actually a giant punch-up, and it's the punch-up that's going to make this one sketchy. So this is a 340k punch-up. If this was a punch across, it will work. I want to show this just so you can see mechanically how it works. But we probably get a big L here just from sheer power difference. So we're going to go right at this rescue. We're going to cover her in defense downs. If we get some good pings from Black Panther and Million, we might kill her right here. Pretty darn close. Let's go ahead and start getting this taunt off of Iron Man. And then you see the Nakia pings. That's what does the trick. It's going to go ahead and get her out of there. Let's get defense up because we are about to get smashed by the rest of those Pegasus members. So that's it for Black Panther. Kestrel's going to tee him off. At least now we have immunities. We're not going to get destroyed by too much. The primary target was Okoye. Probably worst case scenario. The buffs that Ironheart peeled off was the immunity, and so the stun landed. Good times. There goes massive damage coming in at us there. Oof. Let's go ahead and get this chain attack popping. It's going to take care of that Iron Man. Let's steal all those Kestrel buffs so she's not hitting us with that offense up. Now we did have immunity, so we didn't actually earn anything, and bam! So you can see how the power differential is kind of a big deal here. On a punch across, I think that one's okay, but we'll come back with more testing at a later date for that one. All right, one of our final counters is going to be A-Force, and I'm actually just slotting in Moonstone here. I've not done this before, but I know that A-Force can struggle if we have a character that is slower than 125 speed, which is that Kestrel speed. We want to make sure we're going before her. So let's get in here. Now, A-Force, the 4-piece is really good. With the 5-piece that is with Photon, this is an auto win, but we always want to try and find the most easy way to get it done. So we wanted Jessica Jones special here. The reason for that is that Nico's ultimate cannot be blocked and will flip defense up and deflex. This is only in war that it cannot be blocked. Keep that in mind. Now let's get the ability block on that rescue, and that rescue is probably going to die because I do have a gear tier 18 Spider-Woman. You'll also notice that we do have a disrupt over here on this Iron Man Infinity War. That's because he has the highest health or the highest damage. I'm guessing he's got the highest health. And from here, we can kind of just pick what we want to do. Let's pretend that Iron Man Infinity War didn't get all these debuffs, and we were forced to target him. All right, he's gone. Ironheart's going to get a little bit of a pop-up. And now we're able to go before the Kestrel. This is why I did want to bring somebody that had higher than 125. And somebody that has this opening stun. Couldn't get better than that. So now we're going to stun the Kestrel. May even kill her with a striker attack. Not quite enough. Darkhawk, this is going to hurt, but we do have a bunch of buffs on our A-Force members, so we knew they'd be fine. And let's finish this up. So if you do want to use A-Force absent Pegasus, I do suggest you bring in somebody faster than 125 with a controlling ability. You have a couple great options. If you're not using Hawkeye in the Infestation match, you could use him here. We just showed Moonstone. If you want to use Rogue, she'll work great here if you're not using full unlimited team because they suck. Just somebody faster than 125 with a controlling ability. There you go. All right, with those out of the way, I want to show you some teams that do beat Pegasus pretty comfortably. This is going to be a 450k punch-up, so similar to what we just did, but 100k more. And this is your Underworld team. Underworld are just such an amazing team. So let's start this off by getting a ability block up on that rescue. It's going to land an ability block on the Iron Man as well. Let's throw the blinds up. Of course, we cannot really blind Kestrel, but remember, we can't summon either with the Kestrel, so we're going to use the ultimate from Kingpin. It's going to get those counters up, because again, we cannot summon with Nobu. It simply won't work. Alright, and then with that dropped off, let's turn back to the rescue. Let's finish her off with that Green Goblin ultimate. Nobu, of all people, is actually going to survive that Kestrel ultimate. So that is blinded. It's not unavoidable. This is also blinded, not unavoidable, and this is why Underworld works, is simply because of the blinds doing their job on everybody but Kestrel. And then Kestrel kills somebody, and sure, that sucks. And if it was Taskmaster, I mean, it would probably make the fight a little bit longer, but you'd still be okay. Just make sure you pick off everybody but Kestrel. Get Kestrel done last. Get a stun on her if you want. And then turn your attention to Darkhawk. Just as long as that rescue dies, you're going to be fine. So Underworld proving that maybe they're the new Infinity Watch. They are kind of war creep proof for now. All right, jumping from one Apex offense team to another, we're going to hit this now with our WeaponX team. This is going to be a 280k punch-up, so not nearly as impressive a punch-up, but the way it plays out is very cool, and it's very clean. So the first thing we're going to do is get an ability block over there on that rescue, make sure she can't cleanse anything, and then the fun part, we're literally just going to do whatever we want. We can spam all our attacks. Basically, all we're doing is waiting until it gets back around to our Omega Red's ability, and if we are able to rewind that Kestrel, then we get to do his ability before anything else. We'll put the taunt up anyway. But you see Omega is going to go first. So if you are going to put your Pegasus team on defense, do yourself a favor. Make sure Iron Man Infinity War is not, I repeat, not adjacent to Kestrel, because that Lady Deathstroke rewind does make it so that Kestrel does not get a turn until after the Omega Red ultimate. All right, let's take her out. And then let's finish this off. Alright, the final counter we're going to show is going to be the most economical counter, in my opinion. And that's going to be your Eternals with Emma, Namor, and Black Bolt. This is going to be a 420k punch-up, but mechanically, this is just as smooth as butter. We're going to get to go ahead to go first. This is the big weakness that the Pegasus team has. Icarus' ultimate cannot be blocked. Gets a bunch of focus, so he's going to flip everything. He's going to do massive rewinds to them, even with that speed up. We're going to immediately put more on them. Black Bolt's going to start popping off. We got the Namor rewind coming in, removing all that speed up, and Black Bolt is going crazy. Let's get slow on everybody next. And let's just start killing people. Who do you guys want to kill first? I'll tell you what. Let's let Icarus have all the fun. So we're going to do this to get that speed up off of Kestrel. And let's kill the Kestrel first. Next, we'll turn our attention to the rescue so she can't res anybody. And we'll finish up with the Darkhawk so you can see why this is the best counter in my opinion. Alright guys, so we're only going to show this team on offense one time because I don't think many people are going to have Pegasus built up too big. And I do think they need to be built up past like gear tier 15 if you're going to try and use them for offense in war. So this is actually going to be only a 220k punch up. So this is a nearly 1.6 million Pegasus team. And yes, I'm being memed on my chat though. You can't see that. I did, this is the second time I did this matchup, I lost. But I lost because I accidentally fat-fingered Rescue Basic instead of using one of her many heals. Which is why this team works, and it's basically because Rescue will just ping-pong your team back up. So even if somebody dies here, which somebody very well could, Rescue can bring them back and start rezzing people like crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out this Captain America, start bringing down those Shang-Chi charges. Get that Captain America gone so he can't put up immunity on the enemy team will be fantastic. And there he goes. He's gone. So we're going to work some charges down on the Shang-Chi now. There goes the first one. So if we open up this special, we'll see that this is going to give us Death Proof and Deflex. And it's going to steal 5% health, bypassing Heal Block. I don't know why Heal Block is even in the game anymore with everything just bypassing it. Very interesting stuff. So there we go. We're crushing it. We got the Captain America gone. We got Shang-Chi down to 1 charge. He is going to miss that, but he gets a big heal. Oh no, Darkhawk's gone. Whatever will we do? Maybe we'll bring him back right away as soon as we get the opportunity. There's defense down for Kestrel to hit into. Let's see if we can erase the Luke Cage. We can. That's a gone Luke Cage. That offensive Kestrel is nutty. All right, we'll bring Darkhawk back now. Yeah, just keep going on the Shang-Chi. We don't want to switch targets against Heroes for Hire. Make sure we're focusing people down. There we go. There's the 1 charge gone. And with the Death Proofs, we're actually very well protected from the Shang-Chi's ultimate ability. And there goes Shang-Chi. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to the Calling Wing, because she does have that defense down. Even though we're going to get counterattacked, that's fine. So you can see, it doesn't feel great. It feels like it shouldn't work, but for some reason, this is one of the very few teams that can comfortably take out Heroes for Hire. And like I said in the last recording before when I accidentally hit a rescue ability, I've seen people doing up to about 450k punch-ups in live war, which is absolutely insane. Just blows the mind. I would definitely be worried about security, though, with that Shang-Chi popping off, with you having defense down. But this works. Let me know what you guys are using your Pegasus team for, offense, defense, or just for raids. Just leaving them at the minimum build in the comment section below. We're going to work on some more counters. We'll obviously be having to check Pegasus against every upcoming defense team or offense team in the future. But for now, have yourselves a great night, and we'll talk another time. Bye for now, or daytime, I guess. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.